Next one is order under Section 3 of the Ports and Airport Development Levy Act. Who is presenting this, please? Dr. Kapila?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this gazette was issued under tariff liberalization program of the removal of para tariff that I think Singapore FT has already effective from December 2023 onwards as part of removal of para.
Yeah.
So, before that.
I'm sorry, just a housekeeping matter. We are taking the casino thing. So ask the central bank people to stay here. FIU people and central bank people. No, just go ahead. We'll go to the casino one next. Go ahead.
So as such, as part of removal of para tariff, ports and airport development levy has been categorized into two phases. One is 0 rated one, other one is 10 rated one. 0 rated one already will be removed under this agreement, and also the 10th one will be phased out in 5 years. So this gazette was issued to remove the single point, the 01, as well as 1/5 of the PAL rate. That is, for example, the 2018 PAL rate was 7.5. So out of 1/5 is 1.5. So then rate will be 6. So in the same way, 2.5 will be reduced as another 0.5, so the 2% will be remain. So then that's the order that was published to accommodate this removal.
TTIC, MBTS here, which was what we discussed previously. We have had a correlation between the MBTS that we are legitimizing here, and you have brought it into this regulation.
Which one? The PAL? This is Singapore Free Trade Agreement.
Singapore Free Trade Agreement.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So then the government's position, Honorable Deputy Minister of Finance, is that we continue with the Singapore Free Trade Agreement without any adjustment, because this is what was agreed after it was suspended by the previous Maithripala Sirisena government and restarted, even though we were like 5 years behind schedule, and Singapore, the government of Singapore made a special provision to say, okay, that's fine, you all had some difficulty, let us proceed. So if that is the case, then we go ahead with the Singapore-Sri Lanka's Free Trade Agreement, and the PAL rates, which is the para tariffs, will be removed. All para tariffs will be removed over a period of 5 years. Is that correct?
Chairman, I think there's no option because these agreements are signed. Do we have any option in relation to this, DG?
No. The option that DG has no option. The government has an option.
Our government has an option.
I mean, it is up to the
It's not
government.
cast iron.
It's not cast iron.
Only thing free trade zone, free trade agreement maybe.
No, because actually, Honorable Suryaperuma, what happened was Honorable Sirisena abruptly stopped this. Abruptly stopped it.
So abruptly stopping, Chairman, is it allowed according to the provisions in the agreement?
Anything is possible, no? Because it's an agreement and they have stopped it. What happened was this, if I may, the previous Wickremesinghe government entered into this agreement. Then President Sirisena actually stopped the implementation of the undertaking. Now this is the implementation of the undertaking. The undertaking was to remove all para tariffs over a 5-year period. So there's a 0 and a 10. So each one is going off by 1/5 every year, and in 5 years all para tariffs between the trade of goods and services, or goods only. Goods will be 0. So that is the process. I mean, so by allowing this, Honorable Minister, what we are saying is the government is in agreement with the continuation of the Sri Lanka Free Trade Agreement. That's what I just want to make sure that, I don't want to mess up with government policy, but the government has brought this for us to sanction, and I have no problem in doing so unless you have.
Now there will be 3,200 para-types that will go off, no?
Yeah. That's the
long-term
plan.
And there was a court case against this. Any
Singapore one, no
No,
case against
no case,
that.
no
but
case.
I think
There's only
Thailand
threat.
one.
Huh?
Thailand one has a case.
That's a case.
DG, what's the compulsion to introduce this now? At this point in time?
It's a ratification.
Because there's an agreement entered with the government of Singapore. So that's the implementation part.
10 odd years, as the chairperson is saying, right?
No, this is the first time we are going to remove the para tariff.
So that's really, I
Yes.
think that is what the deputy minister is asking. Why right now? Why this? Why are you bringing it right now? Is what he's asking.
Honorable member, this was brought in on the 28th of March 2024.
Yeah,
Right.
This is because it has got delayed,
Delayed.
Honorable Minister, we are getting to it only now.
Now,
So this is technically done.
done.
We are just ratifying it.
Yeah.
Because the
Already done
law is, a gazette cannot become law unless it is passed by Parliament by a particular date. Sometimes they are 90 days, 60 days.
Is
or-
there a deadline for this?
Just one moment, Honorable Member.
No
That-
deadline,
Or
yeah.
as soon as possible. So there are three multiple limits. What happens is, if Parliament does not approve, then without prejudice up to that date, it is no longer valid.
Yeah.
So generally it doesn't happen.
No, but
I
this-
mean, if it's there's no legal barrier to proceed, like there's no like 6 months or 3 months issue, can't we take some time on this? Is it okay?
So as per the actually section 4 of the so this as per the PAL Act, so it says as soon as convenient.
Yeah,
there's
so
no
I
time,
think convenience is decided by the government. My view, personal view here is, Dr. Surya Peruma, we need to take some time to review this.
You don't want to approve this? Are you sure, Mr. Minister?
If it says at the convenience and
No,
as
what
soon
is
as
the law
possible.
say? Look at the act. This
Law
is under
says,
the under the Ports and Airport Development Levy Act. What does the law say?
It says 2011 අංක 18 දරන වරාය හා ගුවන් තොටුපොළ සම්බන්ධ බදු පනතේ 3 වෙනි වගන්තියේ 4 වන උපවගන්තිය ප්‍රකාරව ගැසට් නිවේදනයක් මගින් ප්‍රකාශයට පත් කරන සෑම නියමයක්ම ගැසට් නිවේදන නිකුත් කළ දින සිට හැකි පහසු ඉක්මනින්
Yeah.
අනුමැතිය සඳහා පාර්ලිමේන්තුවට ඉදිරිපත් කළේ.
So this is, like I said, there are some where it says as soon as possible. So this is one that is as soon as possible.
No, I think there's a policy decision that has to be made by the government, right? I mean, if I'm not.
We'll review that one and get back.
It's a major
It is a major call.
Major decision.
major call you are making.
Yeah.
Yeah, major call you are making, Honorable Minister, right?
Fully
There is revenue erosion.
aware of the fact of that one, but we will, because we have waited all this time since last year, since the
Because
gazette was
honestly,
issued.
I mean, this is an international agreement. An
Yes,
international
it is.
agreement. I must give you the background to this, Honorable
24th.
Minister. Background to this was, it was stopped arbitrarily by a particular government. Then these people had to have serious negotiations to restart this, right? And then the Singapore government, under exceptional, correct me if I'm wrong, you all are the officials, sort of under exceptional circumstances said, okay, we don't mind, please go ahead. Is that correct? That is correct. So if we are going to take a decision to once again delay this, there,
Yeah.
No to the FTA. We are just saying that we need time to review.
We need to
this.
review.
The
That was
government has
our
to review.
policy. That was our policy in the election also. And I don't know whether you have a
This is not a
stakeholder,
yes or no position.
stakeholder view of this. Have we consulted stakeholders, industries?
So
you know, I mean, sorry, go ahead,
Yeah, so we have representative from Trade and Investment Policy. I think she can explain on this.
I mean, this This is a serious decision.
We are-
if you
we are not-
Chairman, one reason why we are taking it up here is once again to give us that final look whether it is to go ahead or not. So at this point, I think with the support of the members, we will take another look at it instead of approving at this time.
Well, it's my call. At the end of the day, what we will decide. So, I mean, I don't want to go for a division here, but I want the official to explain. Somebody was going to make some explanations. Yes, please.
I represent Department of Trade and Investment Policy. Currently, this gazette was published based on a cabinet decision in 2023. Based on the same cabinet decision in January 2024, we published two gazettes on CID and the tariff liberalization program of CES and CID. Those gazettes, two gazettes are already approved. Currently, we have sought advice from the Minister of Finance on whether to continue with the agreement or because the next installment is due in after this January. So in that case, we need advice whether to implement that installment in those two, say CID and PEL, all the taxes, or to review these agreements and give us better advice on continuing this agreement or not. Currently we have sought advice from the Minister of Finance. We are waiting for that instruction.
Follow it up with us and we will give our policy direction through the DST and the team.
As of now, the cess is withdrawn, that you're not paying this at the point of entry, no?
No, you're not.
You're
Because
not paying.
once a cassette
It's
is
only-
issued, it's done.
Okay, so government is policy.
So
is not affected.
currently, this has been done.
So actually, under the World Bank initiatives, the para tariff will be removed within 5 years. For example, we have now removed more than 4,000 HS code. That's only the now remaining part is another 4,000 HS code. That will be phased out within next 3 to 4 years time. So that's also part of the government. So I
But
think
Minister,
bet-
you have a
can
look
say-
at that also, because
Also
there are certain
that one.
manufacturing that has got affected. I mean, this is just a prescription by the World Bank. Look at it as to how, because our interest rates are high, all of them put in together and then come with your government policy.
Well, actually, this is not, Honorable Minister, this is government policy. Government policy is what is being debated here, not World Bank's policy. I mean, as the
No, question was, World Bank is what prescribed this.
No, World Bank didn't prescribe this. Is government's position, right? So I, as a chair, don't agree with the members on this one, but that is my personal view. I am in favor of this, but listening to the members' request, we will not approve this, even though personally this is not my view. And we will ask Honorable Minister of Finance to come back to us. How long do you think, Minister, you will need for this?
So we'll deliberate it and we'll keep the team informed quickly. It's not about not going ahead or going ahead.
No, we can't approve it today, that's what
Yes,
you are saying.
that's right.
Right, so
I think
We will get back.
the
We
fact
will get
is
back
this,
to the
right?
question.
So it's just that to be like these decisions were taken through previous cabinets, and the industrialist, the view has to be sought by the new government in order to go ahead with that. So as soon as we do it, we'll do it quickly, and then we'll go ahead with this.
Okay, so please inform government business that we are withholding this for tomorrow, we can't debate this. Right, so then it is being held back. Then the next point, thank you, Dr. Kapila.
There's a problem arising, sir. So the overall coordination with regarding the FTAs were done by OIT. The office functioned under President Secretary. Now it has been dissolved, sir.
Well, that is not this committee's problem. Listen, this is not this committee's problem. The BOI and all that was supposed to be removed, or the they were not going to function any longer. There was OTI was going to come, economic something else was going to come, various things. As this is not this committee's business. That is government business. So the government will have to decide whether they are going to have the OTI or not.
That's not an issue. We
Yeah,
will-
so it
we'll
is
let you-
irrelevant to this committee. Right. Let us go to the casino matter. Can we ask the central bank folks to come back in? Are they back? Who is presenting this, please?
We, Department of Fiscal Policy, will present it. So this gazette was issued under Section 4 of the Casino Business Regulation Act to amend the Regulation 5 of the Casino Business Regulation that was published in August 31st, 2023. So 2022. This provides issuance of a casino license to applicant who have completed the evaluation process at that time. So the time period was given from January 1st to January 12th. So there is a one applicant that captures this process. So now that company is liable to pay 500 million for 5 years, and the next 20 years 10 billion. So that's the gazette that published.
Gentlemen, ladies, members of the committee, I'm going to raise a serious matter here. And Dr. Kapila is fully aware of what I'm going to raise. And I'm going to raise it. And this is, I'm being rather matter of fact about this. This committee for 3 times, on 3 occasions, denied giving license to casinos without a regulator. There has to be a regulator. You cannot run casinos in this country without a casino regulator. It's basic, fundamental principle. And we have no problem in Melco or anybody else coming into this country. These are well-respected global companies, and we welcome them. And they also are suggesting to us, look, we need a proper regulator. Now, listen to these dates. 24/11/2022. Gazette was not approved by this committee. Right? Committee requested concept paper on the establishment of a casino regulator. 6/12/2022. Finally, based on the request of the then government and the president himself telling this committee to get involved in ensuring that the regulator is established, we approved it on the condition that you would set up the regulator, and you gave us timelines. Then directive was given to make interim amendments to existing laws immediately to capture online casinos. You people came here and said there are no online casinos. We went on our phone and found multiple online casinos. And you all were supposed to bring in regulations to regulate online casinos immediately. Then, 10/1/2023, subcommittee was appointed, but parliament was dissolved. What was it dissolved in 2023? Or adjourned? Or what happened? Prorogued. January 2000, later January 2023, committee was informed that the concept paper for the establishment of the gaming regulator is scheduled to be submitted to cabinet on the 31st of January 2023. Then 31st of January 2023, when we requested for it, you said extension, please give us till the 10th of February. Then on the 19th of May, again you all came back and asked for various approvals. This committee again didn't approve it, because we said, look, you need to deliver on your promise. Then it was reconsidered in June. I'm not going to go through this. There are about 10, 12, 20 interventions of this committee asking for the gambling or gaming or casino regulator. You all promised to do this, and on that promise, we as a committee, honorable members, we took in good faith the undertaking signed by Dr. Kapila. But it is 2 years and we don't have a regulator. And we know that there is a large operator coming, and these are billions of dollars of investments, and we want the investors to come. But we cannot continue to ignore the fact that there is no casino regulator.
So what's the issue? Regulator coming, or what's the situation?
Yeah, so actually, as Honorable Chairman explained, so that started since December 6, 2022. So we have timeline. So if I am just updating the latest situation, so we have finalized the final bill with LD on 26 June 2024, and then we got comments from AGs after 4 months, 23rd 10th 2024, and then we have sent our comments again to LD on November 4th, and to then after there's a dissolvement of parliament, and now LD has again tried to us, they need to get cabinet approval to proceed. So then for that, actually now we have drafted the cabinet paper, and now today I think ST also signed that draft cabinet paper, and now we are going to send the
So bring it
government
and
for
come.
policy decision. So once we clear that, we can proceed.
Yeah,
So
bring it and
that's
come.
the
I am not willing to be, this committee cannot be taken lightly. For 2 years, you've been promising us a regulator. I mean, how can you, Honorable Minister, provide, issue licenses without a regulator?
This is a single part. This amendment is done for one particular.
No, that is only one particular operator is there, but then it is applicable to everyone, right?
yeah.
So I don't know what is the view of the members. I mean, can we operate these things without proper regulator?
So now for how many years, for how many years in Sri Lanka we are operating casinos, DG, on this basis without having regulations since?
Without having regulations since inception, I think I don't know the existing one.
Yeah, no. So,
2020.
we didn't have any kind of casino regulatory law until 2010, where the Casino Business Regulation Act was enacted. And prior to that, we had this Betting and Gaming Levy Act of 1988. And under this particular act, the gaming business had to pay taxes. They can register with the IRD only to pay taxes. Other than that, there was no regulatory body to regulate the casinos. And although this act, Casino Business Regulatory Act, was enacted in 2010, the first regulation issued under that particular act was the one, this 2022 Gazette notification. By that, through that Gazette notification, the provisions were introduced to for the licensing of the casino operators. And by that time, there were 4 casinos operating in the country without having any kind of license. And at that time, since there was no regulator, and upon the instructions on the Public Finance Committee, we started this legislation process of establishment of casino regulator, not the casino but the Gambling Regulatory Authority. And we came with another gazette to the Public Finance Committee somewhere around February 2024. At that time also, Honorable Chairman instructed us to expedite the process.
Yeah.
This thing.
I think DG explained the process of this on the way.
So actually, I want to highlight here that until 2022, there was no any regulation for the casino business because they just register for only at IRD. So, but we actually study this thing and then we prepared a note to the government, and they also agreed to issue this regulation. Then after that, that's the first time that really govern this casino licenses. That's at the initial point. Even though you have so many acts or something, but nothing has happened to make them into this process.
So actually, I don't want to. I mean, this is a big investor, and we don't want to take any decisions here to upset the new government's plans or anything like that. So I don't think we should. I think my view is we should just go ahead with this, but on the condition that you all expedite this, right? And keep to your word. Now a government also has changed. A new government has come. I don't think we should stop it. I think we should go ahead because this is a Fortune 500 entity.
I think, Honorable Chairman, that's also part of this AML CFT regulation. So they have to, I think, completed by next year March. I think she may explain on that as well.
Honorable Chairman, yes. There is this requirement now when it comes to money value transfer service providers, the requirement is either a licensing or registration, but with respect to casinos, licensing requirement is mandatorily there. In terms of recommendation 28, when a country any country is having casinos, there should be a licensing requirements, and there should be fit and proper requirements for owners, shareholders, and also directors. So there are certain, and as you correctly mentioned, there should be a regulatory body to regulate because when it comes to, there are two types of reporting institutions: financial institutions and designated non-finance businesses and professions. We call them DNFBPs. The main sector within the non-financial sector is casinos. So for us to get ready for this mutual evaluation successfully, this is a requirement, and actually Dr. Kapila Senanayak and his team has been working very hard on this. We are aware of it. But this act, the new legislation should be enacted without further delay.
Yes, because it is not just a licensing fee, there are so many things. I mean,
Yes.
look at the Singapore gaming regulator, casino regulator, look at the New South Wales regulator. I mean, how many things? How do you play? How do you register? I mean, currently what happens? I mean, only from 2002 you started collecting 2 billion rupees in casino registration. I mean, how much money does the casino make? How much does the house make? How much taxes do they pay? What is the gross gaming revenue? So there are multiple things that the regulator has to attend to. So we will go ahead with this if you all are okay.
Yeah,
But
Chair, I have one question just to understand. Sorry that I don't know the entire history of it. What does this has to do with the particular investor coming in or not?
it's based on this the investor came.
Huh?
It's based on this.
This tax change.
No, to regulate it. I mean, it's well known. These are not fly-by-night operators. These are established global players, right? On
No,
the condition that,
the license fee
yeah,
and the tax is what we are fixing here.
only the license
Only
fee.
the license fee.
License fee. The license fee has been set by the previous government. We have no problem with that. All what I'm saying is it goes beyond just a licensing fee. There's multiple other matters that a regulator has to look at when you license a casino.
No, what I'm saying is this is a bottleneck for that company to come in, is that?
No, the
If you don't-
company is already here, no?
Now here.
Yeah. I mean,
This
we
particular one, does it preclude anybody else coming on also as a casino license?
No.
And
no.
one off.
One of.
So are we basically legislating this only for that particular one?
Yeah, only that.
So there are 4 that are already operating.
Yeah,
So it is for 5.
yeah. Now all
So-
together 5.
No,
So there is
sir.
no new
6,
ones
right.
can come in.
There are 6 casinos
Yeah,
operating
so if
right now.
tomorrow somebody wants to come and.
Can come.
They can come.
Can
Yeah,
come.
can come.
Can
They can
come.
Can come.
Yeah. But what have you done with the, so we will go ahead with this. What has happened with the online casinos?
So actually the IRD has already written to AGs for clearance. So that's with regard to online casino, because if I am reading that there are section 3 of para 3 of that letter, ලියාපංච නොවී අන්තර්ජාලය හරහා ඔට්ටු සූදු ක්‍රීඩා සහ කැසිනෝ සූදු ක්‍රීඩාවේ නිරත වන ආයතන හා තැනැත්තන් ඉහත පනත ප්‍රකාරව කටයුතු නොකිරීම හේතුවෙන් එකී ආයතන හා තැනැත්තන් හට එකී කාර්යයන් කිරීමට ලබා දී ඇති අන්තර්ජාල පරිශීලක පහසුකම් අත්විටුවීමට කටයුතු කරන ලෙස විදුලි සංදේශ නියාමන කොමිෂන් සභාවට දැනුම් දීමට හැකියාව පවතීද යන්න පිළිබඳව උපදෙස් ලබා දෙන මෙන් කාර්මික ඉල්ලා සිටිමි. So that's the
එතන මොකද උනේ? මොකද්ද දීපු මෙව්වා එක? කවදද ලියුම තියලා තියෙන්නේ?
ලියලා තියෙන්නේ 2000 ඔක්තෝබර් 10.
මේ තියෙන මම ගත්ත ෆෝන් එකේ බලන්න. ඔය තියෙන්නේ.
එතකොට මේ
මම ලියුමල් ලියලා ඕක 2023 ලිව්වේ.
24 ලියලා තියෙන්නේ.
24 කවදද?
24 10යි 14.
ඒ 24 කවදද අපි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඉන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් එක දුන්නේ? බලන්න කවද්ද කියලා.
This is an area that we need to address.
ගරු ඇමතුමා
Yes.
දෙසැම්බර් 29 2022 a directive was given to make interim amendments to the existing law immediately to capture online casinos and gaming for tax registration.
Yes, that was done, sir. That is for the Betting and Gaming Levy Act. But that does not provide for the registration.
Mrs. Pereira,
Yes, sir.
just Google and see online casino in Sri Lanka. So it's just a fact, no?
Yes, sir. Now
So this is the tax. You all are increasing taxes on infant food. You all are not taxing the casino.
Since
No,
the
the
process
Inland
has
Revenue-
begun, we do understand that there are significant and major lapses and delays. The certain legislation and the corrective action this country should have brought in. It has not happened, Chairman, it's a fact. So we also have recognized the importance of the matter, and I understand in the past it has been instructed, but it has not got done, and we will continue that engagement to get it done at the soonest possible time with the input of the policymakers from the government side of it.
You sometimes wonder. You see, I mean, sometimes we get blamed. Look, you know, you all didn't look at it. You know, particularly this particular tax. You know, we've been after these people for the last 2 years. It's not that we haven't done it. It just needs to get done. Right, thank you. So can you give us, Dr. Kapil, a final date? When can you get this done?
Actually, we are ready for that. I think we really need cabinet approval first to proceed.
Okay, then, Honorable Harshana, it's on your in your court.
Sure. Because as I said, the need was there, wish was there, but there was no political leadership or perhaps the directive to get it done.
No, we have.
will. It is from the action that people will see whether that level of enthusiasm was there to get it done. So we will revisit that one. DST, is it submitted to the cabinet as of now? Or
Not yet.
Not yet.
We have.
So if you all can prepare the paperwork, and if you all can indicate a date to the chairman also, based on considering the practicality, or within a period of time to get back and inform the chairman as well, it's a fair question.
There was another one, Lotus Tower also something that came up.
Yes, that's the Lotus Tower. That's this
Have they also paid the 10 million? and
Golden Island Hospital Private
have they
Limited.
paid
That's
that 10 million and 5 million?
no, they have just that's the actually gazette for them actually. 500 for 5 years and 10 billion for 10 years.
So how much did the previous one pay? Keels?
Keels, I think they have paid 5 billion.
5 billion.
Because of their integrated development is more than 500 million.
Right, so these
And their
local-
investment also more than 100 million.
Now the exchange control, central bank, have you looked at whether there's outflight of capital or whether there's in-flight. I mean, that's what we're doing. When you put a business proposition, you always say that, no? So the casinos has it got.
Sorry, member, actually, we have been called back. We are only from the FIU, Financial Intelligence Unit, Central Bank.
Well, fiscal, Manditi, have you basically referred this? Now, I mean, when you're opening these things out, you're very conscious that previously they said investments of our blue chips can't go out legitimately. Now, casinos are being allowed to come in. Is there outflight or inflight? of
So
money?
this is actually BOI company, so I think
No, the gentleman's question is there an in-flight or out-flight of capital? The simple question of Forex. The house wins or if the house wins, what happens to the Forex? That's the question, honorable member?
Yeah, yeah.
That's his question.
we don't know really. But
No, listen, this is getting
The
murkier.
question that was asked was, we are not allowing our blue chip companies to go into places to invest with 2 million. Now, one guy can come and put 5 million and then basically have a problem. So
That-
I'm asking whether there is a injuriousness to the country or not. That must be looked at when you're bringing this sort of things in.
Actually, let me also interject here because this is getting murkier because I was on the impression that you're talking about the what do you call the City of Dreams investment, but this is not. This is something else. What is this? Who is this?
which one?
What you're asking for? Who is the investor?
This one, Golden Island Hospital Private Limited, Indian company. That
Hospital?
is, yeah, Colombo Lotus staff.
Can't be hospital.
Hospitality, yeah. Hospitality.
So now who's checked these people? Has a background check been done on these people?
Yeah, background is checked by Department of Inland Revenue.
So are these people established gaming operators globally?
Yes.
They are?
Goa, yeah, India and
India doesn't have gaming.
so Goa.
So Goa's gambling operations are minute, no?
So actually the evaluation.
So how can you
done
say a little petty card operating in Goa is globally
On a
established?
ship.
Only operation on a ship?
So actually evaluation was done by IRD, not by the fiscal policy
So
department.
IRD has
So
been
then,
told multiple times to go tax these people. IRD didn't do it. We have been telling IRD to tax the online guys. They didn't do it.
No, none of them have
So,
been
Chair, this is not
consolidated
coming under
nothing,
BOI
No,
also?
no
What?
tax holidays.
No.
No, no.
So when it
Who-
comes to the
I don't
BOI
understand this.
Under BUI section 16,
16. 17.
Does this come under
you
BOI?
said integrated and they
One
didn't pay 10
company,
billion.
only one company is a BOI.
Yeah, now you said John Keels,
Yeah.
they came under integrated,
Yeah.
so they have not paid 10 billion.
They paid 5 billion.
Yeah, so they have to pay 15 billion or really?
No. If it is a big investment, honorable member, the amount is less.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's a tax holiday, no? Where because big means they have mixed up everything and brought in. So there is no tax holiday to any of them for the
No tax holidays.
Now you're opening Sri Lankan monopolies into foreign hands.
Yeah.
Foreign monopolies into local hands, I look at like if tomorrow somebody wants to come and open cigarette company, how will you look at it? No, because your what is domestically that's why I asked whether the outflight. If that is not the case,
this goes back to the first time without a regulator and a regulating framework. We are just allowing one by one to
One
come.
by one to come. You
Ad
must,
hocly.
you must have
That's
a.
why this whole concern was, no, if there was a regulator, then
Yeah.
it doesn't come to central bank. You don't have to fight for a investor.
What is the criteria to decide the registration and the renewal fee regarding this business?
Yeah, it's a, like a one pager, no?
Yeah, investment.
One pager. I mean, Singapore casino regulator is like 450 pages. New South Wales is about 450 pages. And they went through for 2 years and came up with a very robust structure of regulation. I mean,
Our
in that even
regulation-
if you, Honorable Minister, if you change a table from one place to another place, you have to get approval from the regulator.
Fair enough. Our regulation is also, I'm sure, modeled on something that is internationally accepted.
Yeah,
It's only that it
Singapore
has
one.
been delayed. We understand the criticality of that's getting done. But this matter is for provision of this other party apparently that you are highlighting, supposed to come in. So will it change the landscape? And if we can get an indicative data subsequent to today, even if you don't mind to keep the chairman informed as to when this piece of legislation that we are talking of is expected to be presented to cabinet, I suppose that's a good start. Then we'll prioritize it from our side, chairman, and keep you all informed.
And also get that outflow statement, capital outflow from central bank.
Yeah, you will have to indicate to us so that we will have to direct them. What else do we want from these people on this?
Well, that's all, whether there is a study done on is there a limit or is there a, if there is a losing tendency, how do we basically fight that crime?
The thing is, lot of this is done in cash, right? And actually these are junkets, meaning they actually pay in India, they come by plane, they get all these Bollywood dancers and all that and various things, they get transported. Actually, lot of the city hotels are occupied by gamblers, right? And this is basically a Hawala operation, because the winnings are, Honorable Minister, settled in some other country. I don't actually know where the money comes in. In fact, Honorable Patali Ranawaka had a suggestion that, if they are to play, that they need to bring the money on a separate special account, so that they can withdraw from here. That's not how it works. A lot of it doesn't see the light of day. These dollars, greenbacks are not seen. So that is why it is important that we have a set of regulations to do this. And this ad hoc thing of some golden hospitality, we don't know who they are. Just because they operate in Goa doesn't mean they are internationally recognized. I am in two minds whether to approve this or not. Because I thought this was the internationally recognized operator.
And why are the names of this company not put in here? If it was the case that you said looked at previously.
Whether this is coming for a specific company or not.
In the gazette? In the notice?
The normally regulation we can't put specific names.
But this is for a specific
firm or person. So
gazettes
the
are
concession
issued.
or anything should be the broader sense.
But
the
aren't
public.
That's not correct. That's not correct.
BOI land දෙන්නේ අපි නම දාලම
නම දාලා දෙන්නේ. SDP එන්නේ නමින් එන්නේ. The Port City එකේ නමින් ඊළඟ එක එන්නේ. නමින් නේද එන්නේ?
Port City
නමින්
එකේ
එන්නේ.
Yes.
නමින් එන්නේ. You must know the
ඒකයි මම මුලින්ම
procedure.
ඇහුවේ මේක කාට හරි කියන එකක්ද කොමන් එකක්ද?
ඒක තමයි මමත් පැටළුනේ. මම හිතුවා මේ John Keels investment එක කියලා.
Since you said that you know about the whole thing.
No, I thought.
This is,
I thought.
Remember, this is common to the extent
Actually, we
anyone
have
can make
issued
use of
this
it.
No,
gazette.
you should have corrected me.
No, we
If
should
you
have
knew that I was
issued
going
this
down the wrong
gazette,
path, you should have corrected me and
with
said
the
no.
observation of Honorable Attorney General as well.
Huh?
I think
We
this
have
one-
issued this gazette with the observation or instruction from the Attorney General as
You
well.
can do anything. What I'm saying is, you knew we were getting misled a bit. You could have told us, look, Mr. Chairman, this is not the John Keels investment.
Did you, is this for a specific one or this says an applicant who has completed the evaluation process? So is it targeted at one person or any person who has gone
One
through that
person.
path?
Any person, but yes, it says any person. So any person who has paid that amount before January 12th and has completed the evaluation process by that time, to capture that this gazette was issued.
So this excludes what? That's why the dates are there. වෙන කවුරුත් හිටියේ නෑ.
නෑ.
හිටපු
මොකද
කට්ටිය
කියන්නේ කරු මන්ත්‍රීතුමන්ලා? මේකට මොකද කරන්නේ? මගේ නම් තියෙන මූලික ප්‍රශ්නේ කරුමතුමා මේකේ රෙගුලේට් වෙන්න ඕන කියන එක අපි
අපිට
අවබෝධ
රෙගියුලේෂන් තාම මාසෙකින් නම් එන්නේ අපි ඉතින් මාසෙකින් මේ වැඩේ කරමු.
It takes
might take more time. But this
But at
is
least you have seen the regulation.
these people have paid, no, Honorable Minister. මේක අපි ගෙවලා ඉවරයිනේ.
Sir, they
already
have paid, they
So
have
let
paid
us not,
in,
let us not
yes.
upset the apple cart if they are paid.
Yeah,
They
that's
have-
why the Attorney General instructed us to have a
They
solution
have
for
paid
to
December 11,
accommodate.
2023.
Okay, so එහෙම නැති අපිට මේක මේව කරන්න බෑනේ.
So we'll table at the parliament the history. You can table it tomorrow, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Based on this and given under the condition that Sri Lanka will have a regulatory body and an act
Oh.
that we have said yes, just because it has the vendor has paid.
Yeah. ඕක මේ ගරුමතුමා අපි මේක මෙතුමාලා දන්නවා මේ කතාව අද ඊයදිච්ච එකක් නෙමෙයි. අපි තුන් පාරක් මේ කටියට බෑ කිව්වා. අපිම තමයි මේක තල්ලු කරේ. හරි anyway that's done. Thank you.